Good morning, everyone. I'm Bondar JR, also known as the Silver Wolf, also simply known most days as Ron. We're here to stream some EVE Online today. Appreciate you guys being here. Sorry I had to clean my monitor. A couple items on my monitor that I only see when I'm playing EVE Online, so up Discord. What about Discord? Somebody in Discord? I don't see anybody in. Oh, I didn't post in Discord. Thanks, Jerry Can. I will get those posted. But yep. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Unfortunately, I can't talk and type at the same time, which is one of my failures. Yeah, I had to go get another cup of coffee. And so that threw me off. Sorry about that. All right, I got those posted. All right. All right. Thanks, Jerry Can. I thought maybe you were in Discord and you wanted to talk. I was like, oh, cool. That's like awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. All right, so let's get switched over here. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to move some ore. I need some ore for the for the orca build for scimitar. So I think I'm going to move some ore. So let's see how much of this ore we can move back to Venland. First, let's check the gate camp status. Because if the gate camps are going strong, then there ain't no sense in me trying to move ore. One kill in Civila. How long ago? 0055. So almost an hour ago, about a half hour ago. And it was an obelisk. So yeah, good kill. Good kill. Yeah, let's see. We'll have to see. Khaleesi is streaming too. Yeah, I was actually watching her. I was watching Omega this morning. Speaking of that, I actually won 500, 500 million ISK on Omega's channel. Access restricted. Why would access be restricted to the corporation wallet? I'm the freaking CEO. Alright, so it looks like it automatically pays my bills. Even though I've told it not to do that. But, oh well. Alright. But yeah, I should have a contract from him, so... But I don't know why it's not telling me I have it doesn't tell me I have a contract. That's weird. Maybe he just gave me the money. He probably just gave me the money. That's probably what it was. Why do a contract for money? Yep, player donation. There it is. 500 million. Yep. So yeah, so that was kind of nice. So there's a huge windfall. I actually was going to pass it on to others, and I was like, you know what? I could really use that money. So, what's up, DLH? Good to see you. Thanks. I never win. I never win. Oh. But yeah, we got some other skins to give away as well, so we got to figure that one out. Maybe we'll wait till more people get in here. We probably should do that on like mining event night, but last night we had some gankers that were messing with us, which was not fun. But what else is new? So anyway, let me see. We definitely want to take this stuff. Mordinium. Ugh. I should know that you are. See how much I can get in this bad boy. Ooh. Maybe we get it all in there. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Alright. There's some Skinner stuff. These are the ones we picked up the other day when we were doing the stuff with Al. Thanks again for that, Al, if you're in. I don't think you're in yet. Cold as ice, I know. Yep, need Overwatch. I'll talk to a couple people. Yeah, it was all good. They were just having fun bumping us. So, yeah. It didn't really become a problem until they started bumping our booster. And then that's when it started causing issues. So, oh, I almost forgot all this stuff. Alright. Okay. I think we should be good. I know some people who want to practice PvP. There you go. Well, the problem is we're in high sec. So the gankers aren't stupid enough to initiate combat, because then yeah, what's his face comes. But yeah, they were bumping us and carrying on, so yeah. Yep. Yeah, so, and it's Sargon of Amarish. He's messed with us multiple times, so I haven't banned him from the stream because I figure that'll just make him want to do it more. So, stream sniping. So, I found out last night he actually has a stream himself where he streams, him and the other gankers stream sniping other streamers. So yeah, go figure. But yeah, that's kind of what I thought, but I don't know. We did some bumping once, and it was actually kind of fun. In a kind of sick way, but yeah, it was kind of fun. So, but yeah. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this stuff back. I gotta do some things around let's go to Hogamo. I gotta do some things around Vanillin, so yeah. Well, TCP doesn't want to ban anybody from the game unless you're physically cheating, because they make money off of them. So yeah. But yeah, kind of a never dull moment. So
drive active.
We'll go ahead and run this one. I need to pick up some stuff in Jita. I need to exchange some minerals. I think I'm short on Zidrine, and I think what I have here might cover that. I know another place in high sec that's very quiet where you can mine also. Yeah, well, this one was, it was quiet. He came into the stream to find out where we were. And I intentionally didn't tell him. I just said, hey, we're where we always are. But somebody else who was kind of innocent and more trusting told him where we were. So then they showed up. But yeah. But it was okay. He could have easily figured it out from the stream. I don't hide it very well, so. But yeah. But yeah, it was kind of never a dull moment. So, but yeah, we've been pretty happy with Euphene, and we've got everything set up here in Euphene. But I appreciate the offer, DLH. If it becomes too much of a problem, we may take you up on it. But yeah, it was just, it doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while. I wrote something down here on my pad, and for the life of me, I have no idea. Not only what it says, but what it's in reference to. It really defeats the purpose when you make notes for yourself, and then you can't figure out what the notes mean. Whatever you do, don't get old. Worst part is I'm not that old. Man, that's going to bother the hell out of me. Maybe I do a chat GTP search on it and it'll tell me what I meant. Chat GTP sometimes is that good. Were you studying to be a doctor? Seems, yeah. Well, it actually says, it looks like it says, bro, Mr. Lee ad. And I have no idea. Bro, maybe it's bro me Lee ad. I have no idea. Yeah, I really have no clue why I wrote this down.
Warp drive active.
Like I said, the Mr. could be Mr. or me. The Lee is pretty clear. The ad is pretty clear. I don't know why I'd write down anything about an ad. Mr. Lee was in system last night. Yeah, I think it was. That's probably Brom. That's what it's Blue Gray's name. Bro me Lee ad. That's it. It's Blue Gray's name. I wrote down the pronunciation. There we go. I'm going to put Blue Gray next to it so that I don't have this same conversation with you guys next week. Yeah, that's how I to pronounce his name. Thank you. See, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I don't know what I would do without you. I would literally have lost sleep over that because I've been like, what the hell? But I'm trying to figure out why would I write something down about an ad? I don't see the ads. Yep, that's how to pronounce his name. Because he kept harassing me about not pronouncing his name right. Tell you, some days it really doesn't even pay to get out of bed. Some days. Glad I came. Yeah, you made my day because I would have lost sleep over that. I'd been like, what is that about? And it probably wouldn't be until the next time he told me, hey, you're pronouncing my name wrong, that I went to write it down again, and it would have been like, oh. Yeah. Just shows whether you, even when you write it down, no guarantee. I used to do that in the middle of the night. When I was working, I would wake up in the middle of the night and have a epiphany on some problem I was working on at work. And I kept a pad next to my bed. And I would scribble on the pad what the epiphany was, and I would go back to sleep. It was the only way I could get back to sleep. Prior to the pad, I would go and I would actually start working, and then I'd be super tired the rest of the day. But sure enough, almost every single time it gave me the confidence to go back to sleep. But almost every single time the next morning, I could not read what I wrote. I had no idea what I wrote. Because I was half asleep, it was in the dark, And I would spend the whole damn day trying to refigure out the epiphany that I came up with in my dreams. And yeah. But the pad gave me enough confidence to be able to go back to sleep. Which, I don't know if that was confidence or stupidity, but either way. Bum, 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 bum. Play that saxophone, boy. Hopefully you guys are hearing the music. Otherwise, I'm just talking about nothing that you can hear. So, bum, 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 bum. Awesome saxophone. Awesome saxophone solo. Ooh. There's another kill at the Hatani gate. Alright, I may be taking my life in my hands here.
Warp drive active.
Nope, nobody here. That's weird. And that's a more recent one. Needs more cowbell. Needs more cowbell. Yeah, there you go. That foreigner doesn't have a whole lot of cowbell. Go ahead, jump. There you go. Maybe that's why they're doing the kills in Civil, to drive everybody into Udema. And then they can really pick you off.
Active.
Udama. Yeah, it seems like I'm through. But yeah, it was kind of weird. It showed there was another kill since I started, which is always concerning. Yeah, 128. Yeah, that was only like 12 minutes ago. A mammoth. They were both freighters, so since I'm not in a freighter, they probably don't care. I'm gonna take a couple days off Eve. I understand. I think we all get that way sometime. I remember the wormhole days when living in the wormhole. It was like I had two jobs. I would get home from work and I would log on to Eve and start mining ice or something in order to produce fuel for the POS. And yeah, it was just like, yeah, I got two jobs. That's why I play other games. Yep. Gotta mix it up. Gotta mix it up. Gotta mix it up. Gotta mix it up. But yeah, I've already been through 1 cup of coffee this morning, so I got up early. I've seen a lot of people playing Pax Day. I really haven't heard anything about it.
Warp drive active.
But I've seen a lot of people playing it, so yeah, it's still in early access. Mostly negative is what it says. That's not good. Mostly negative. Wow. 23% are positive. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's a survival building foraging sandbox with a PvP arena. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like something right up my alley, but yeah, it's kind of strange. I don't believe them. I know several people who play it, so that's cool. Yeah, I've seen there's been several people streaming it, so yeah. So from that perspective, it does seem like it's a little bit better. Try not to jiggle things so that it does it. There's like a one spot there where it'll actually stay. It's a good game and they're adding to it all the time, so that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, you get a lot of people who just put negative comments just because it's not what they expected, even though it's early access, which is kind of wrong. Come sail away. Oh, good song. Good song. Full of urgency. Sorry for the singing. Got to be free. And I'm a builder. I want to build Romanesque architecture. There you go. There you go. That's a goal.
Warp drive active.
I don't know why it won't do the auto targeting for the player stations. It's kind of weird. It automatically selects the gates as I'm going, and it'll automatically select the NPC station, so I just got to click dock. But when it's a player station that I'm trying to dock to, it will not automatically select it. Weird. Wonder if they even know that.
Docking request
I
accepted.
look to the sea. Reflections in the waves spark my memory. Some happy, some sad. Alright, so let's move this stuff to the item hanger. And let's move the minerals to the item hanger. Let's stack everything. Stack, stack, stack. And let's start. Oop. Oh. Try best that we can to carry on. Gathering of angels appeared above my head. All right, reprocessing. 789 million comes down to 738. Yeah, not that good. 17,000 Nox though. 8,000 Zidrine, which is what I really need. All right, bingo bongo. All right, let's switch ships. We're getting the Cryos. I don't have any problem. You mean when you set your when I set my destination, I set it if I set it to a player station, it doesn't automatically target it, which probably is safer for the player station. So yeah, it's probably fine. Probably not something to complain about. All right, Megasite, Nox, Zidrine. Throw those in there first. Isomex. Pyrite. Yep. Can't carry the pyrite. Alright. Alright. So we'll make a couple trips. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just bring this back and we'll start shuttling tritanium back to the other. Alright. What's up, sethgstewart? Good to see you. Anyway, I got to go get ready for bed, start a new Afghan, get away for Christmas. Good night. All right, DLH, have a good one. New exercise regime. Well, good for you. Good for you.
Warp drive active.
Seth, always good to see you. How's your vacation going? Much to my surprise, climbed aboard the starship, headed for the sky, singing, come sail away, sail away with me.
Captain, can you tell me
Sail away with me. Omega's back on. Omega's back on. I just saw him a couple hours ago. Just saw him a couple hours ago. Alright, let's dock at this bad boy. See if we got enough to put any more of these components in the oven. See if we can get Scimitar's Orca going. Oh, I thought you were on vacation. Said you were going to be away for a week, so I must have assumed it was a vacation. Sorry about that. Well, hopefully whatever's going on, you're okay. Car wash.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. I heard the Discord beep, but I didn't see it. Yesterday was my son's birthday. Actually, 2 days ago was my son's birthday. Correction. Monday here. Let me tell you, it's better than digging a ditch. A movie star, video queen, with the car wash, a car washer. See, car wash, car washer. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Stack these babies up. At the pool. All right, let's go to build, jobs. Sure, this one's done. Avalanche has still got 2 days. All right. Capital capacitor. All right, we got everything we need for that. Start those babies. Capital cargo, we're short Zidrine. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I don't know why it does that. I need one more of these. Synaptic synapses. I have guidance systems. I don't know if I have the transcranial microcontrollers. No. And I'm sure I don't have the synthetic. Ah, I do have the synthetic synapses, but I need 6. Sure I do. Drop the bomb. Alright, I gotta put some stuff together. Stack these up. Alright. Back to the build. So we gotta build another one of those. Core temperature regulator. And integrity response drones. Those ones I think... I have some of that built. Ugh. Yeah, these things give me a headache. Core temperature regulator, 66. Yeah, no, I need the pressure oxidizers. Those have to be bought. I've got everything else I need. But I need 66. That's... Each one builds... Yeah, that's only building 14. 14, 12... And 12. That's not 66. Did they screw me on that one? That's uncool. Yeah, that's weird. Hmm. Two is 66. 1 is 33. How many do I need for the orca? Maybe that's the question. Maybe I only need 1. No. I don't need the core ones. I only need 23. I only need 23. Okay. I tell you, sometimes I gotta be careful because I have blueprints for lots of other things. Alright, we got those. Alright. Me? Yeah, I'm just short that guy. Okay, we can build that one. Start that. Alright. Broadcast node. Data chips. See, I don't think I've ever built any of those. So yeah, I'm gonna have to build those. Integrity drones, which we have built before, so. You dropped the bomb on me, babe. So let's do core. we need 33. So that's actually going to give us 36. But yeah, we're short of those. And the pressurized oxidizers, those things are expensive. Could never live without you by my side. Alright. Actually, that's not true. I have a bunch of these I've already bought. I just haven't hauled them back here yet. So that's one of the other things I need to do. Alright, so let's do this. Switch to my pickup. And we'll take the trit. Actually, no, let's not take it from here. Let's go back to Hogamo.
Warp drive active.
Trying to help a new player right now, baby, a while. Oh. Yeah, let me run the Jeet out. I'll pick up some of these. I've got a bunch of carbon panels. And let's see about buying these others. Actually, no. 410. So we need 3 times that. 6,000 times 3. Yeah. So 18,000. 18,000.
Warp drive active.
We'll take a load of trit. We'll sell it. Pick up some Zidrine.
Docking request accepted.
There. We'll survive. I will survive. There's a saxophone.
Warp drive active.
I guess I never realized there was a sax in this one. You'll see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little purse who's still in love with you. Don't forget to get your 15,000 skill points today.
Warp drive active.
If you're Omega, sorry. Male and female Amar courtly robes. How would I buy courtly robes?
Warp drive active.
Burkar Kozar is now online. Oh. Oh. I need to get my green screen up to stop the pixelization. I have it sitting back there. I just need to rip open the box and take it out.
Warp drive active.
And I want to share all my love with you. This will do. Tell me how much you care. Oh.
Warp drive active.
I'll hold you close in my heart. Resist your charm.
Warp drive active.
For you, I'm sure. I don't have anything expiring.
Warp drive active.
So there are some, or there were some boosters in the game that would allow you to, that would give you the ability to increase your standing faster. But I think they were specialty boosters.
Docking permission requested.
And I'm guessing they're not things you can actually make.
Docking request accepted.
You know I don't mind, and yeah. Yeah, so there's those. We need to pick up these. Need 18,000. Eesh. Ouch. That hurts. Alright. And then market details. 3.72. What somebody's buying it for. 500,000. That doesn't make it out. Immediate. $3.82. For always and Will it sell it for 3.82? I don't see 3.82. Ah, there it is, 3.82, perimeter. One jump. Works for me. The going rate here is 375, by all means. That got me 4 million. Wow, I spent 100 million and that got me 4 million. Oof. All right, so let's buy some Zidrine. There's no other love like your love, and as I live, I'll give you. I'm down on Knox too. In my arms, this love will last forever because I'm truly in love with you, girl. All right, let's see what we got. It should give me what I need.
Jitar Trade Co is not responsible for monetary loss due to local cat scams.
And with your love, I'm free and truly.
Warp drive active.
All right, let's get this stuff back. Where are we at? Still 500, so we did all right. How much did we spend? $105 million. 1726. Let's see, 2728. So 130. A little over 130 million.
Warp drive active.
I had to come and get it straight from you. Switch over to Rage. Rage is the one putting all the PI components together.
Warp drive active.
Michael Bolton. Stealing everybody else's songs.
Warp drive active.
Actually, we'll stop at Hogamo on the way through. See how much space. Oh, we still got a lot of space. I'm almost done my second cup of coffee. Which means But here, probably not too long, I'm going to need to take a bathroom break. That I've been loving you so. Booga, what's up, buddy?
Warp drive
Good to
active.
see ya. It's going. I'm doing some supply runs. So, watching the clouds roll in. Think it's gonna rain again today. Rainy season here in the Philippines. So pretty much rains all day, every day. So feel like I'm in Seattle. Lunchtime, so I get a little bit of a game time. There you go. Melbourne. Yep. Yeah, it's been raining here a lot. Luckily, where we're at, we don't have any flooding problems or any of the major typhoon problems with the wind and the destruction. So, but we still get the rain. So, Legomaniax, what's up, buddy? Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the clouds roll in. Yeah, they're rolling in instead of rolling away. But yeah.
Warp drive active.
Good to see you, Lego. I'm going through the coffee today like there's no tomorrow. I don't know why.
Docking request accepted.
Actually woke up a little early this morning, so it worked out pretty good. Got some stuff done. Got the dog her medicine a little early. Got her fed. Let the wife sleep in, so made some brownie points. Should have. We'll see. Very difficult to make brownie points with the wife. Never quite works the way you think it will. Alright. Went through all the Rex eggs today. No new mutations. Well, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, but...
Warp drive active.
Oh, excuse me. Then got a little bored and logged into Eve with the intention to do stuff and just took a nap instead. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, I'm doing some supply runs. So trying to get all the stuff together so I can build Scimitar's Orca. I think I got everything I need now. I think. We'll see. I did get into 2 fleets and got my paps for August. There you go. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's always a good feeling getting that stuff done.
Docking permission requested. Docking request
Alright,
accepted.
let's drop this stuff off. See what else we can queue up. I keep forgetting to make sure it's all in the right place. Which it's probably not, so throw those all in resources. And let's open this guy up. Killed a Fortizar, then got hot dropped on the way home and killed more Iskin Redeemers than what they killed of us. There you go. Alright, Capital Cargo Bay. Alright. Ah. You know. So no, I'm short resources. If I had a nickel. Yeah, I don't have those. Oop, stop that. Why it does that? Yeah, I'm short. Oh, would you stop it? Alright. So it looks like I'm going to still need quite a bit of resources. Yeah. So we need to figure out this PI stuff. That's the big one. So, ads are on. And once again, I forgot to make sure that it was putting in resources, but it does look like they're all putting in resources, so I think they're okay. All right, so let's go here. Or 10. Chiral structures I could cover, but I'm short carbon fibers. Of course I am. Which means I'm short carbon fibers on the others as well. Chiral structures I probably have here. Let me go pick those up. All right. Fly around and pick this stuff up. 20,000. That should cover me. 11,000. Got quite a few. Miniature electronics will come in handy. Mechanical parts. Doesn't look like we're building mechanical parts anymore. Mechanical parts. Guidance systems. Not a whole lot of guidance systems, but superconductors. Synthetic oil. Alright, so let's go to the furthest one away. I think that's going to be Hutaken. Hit me with your best shot.
Warp drive active.
It's weird. Why are they sitting there? Planetary vehicles. Organic mortar. Transmitters. We do have some transmitters. We'll hit Hutaken, then we'll come back to Kulin. Pick all this stuff up. I'm curious why this isn't building what I'm expecting it to. Well, we want to leave those there. We don't want to pick those up. Alright, so that's why. It's building those up. So cool. We just want to pick up the miniature electronics. Born to be heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker. Don't you mess around with me, no. Heartbreaker.
Active. Warp drive active.
Consumer electronics, missing toxic metals. Robotics, missing consumer because we're missing toxic metals. Precious metals. Bum, 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 bum. Reactive metals, precious metals. Precious metals, reactive metals. Alright.
Warp drive active.
Precious metals, raw structure. Reactive metals. Got a lot of precious metals. A lot of draw structures, which we're not using here at all. Let's take those.
Warp drive active.
Ooh.
Warp drive active.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Tax rate 10%. Ouch. All right.
Warp drive active.
Pick up everything. I go crazy on you. Yeah, we need to switch these over. Toxic metals. And reactive metals.
Warp drive active.
I think I need to switch these over. When everybody's insane. Consumer electronics, mechanical parts, robotics. Yeah, so we want to leave those there. So we're not picking any of these up. We just need to build the consumer electronics, which we need toxic metals for. So leave that one.
Warp drive active.
Ah. I think I need transmitters for something else. No, I think I have those.
Warp drive active.
Crazy on you. Heart. Oxygen and electrolytes. I don't think we need any more of this. So after this one, we'll wrap it up. So how much longer does this have? 4 hours, 5 hours. Oop. Gotta transfer it first. Oh. Alright.
Warp drive active.
Alright, so we need one more. Oop.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Best cultures. Alright, let's see what we got. So these two we're gonna leave. Actually, let's just... These can go in resources. But these... Put all these in items. Can we figure them out? Alright. So, super tensile plastics. Super tensile plastics and superconductors. And test cultures. Alright. Biocells and nanites. Oof. So we don't have a whole lot of biocells. Whoop. Not what I wanted. Biofuels. That'll also make biocells if I have to. Nanites. Nanites. Guidance systems we have. All right. Doomvapor. I've actually been playing since Eve started, 2003. So I haven't played the whole time, but so yeah, 22 years. So yeah, superintendent microfiber shielding. I think I have microfiber shielding somewhere. Not there. Okay. Biocell silicate glass. Biocells I got. Silicate glass. Nope. I do not have silicate glass. High-tech transmitters. Transmitter and polyamorids. I got a ton of transmitters. Polyamorids. Alright. Alright. So that's crazy. I'm in the middle of watching the Down the Rabbit Hole video about it. Yeah. Yeah. Eve went live on Memorial Day weekend 2003, and this guy was born in September of that same year. So yeah. But like I said, I've taken a lot of sabbaticals in that time period. So back then, CCP, the owners of Eve, were making a lot of knee-jerk reaction changes, and so it pissed a lot of people off, and so that made it difficult. So minimize you. Back to this guy. Minimize you. So that way we all got him all in there. Got that one, and then we need this one. All right, gel matrix, superconductors, which I've got. Biocells, oxides. I got those. I think I've got oxides. I do have oxides. Not a whole lot, but planetary vehicles comes from super tensile mechanical parts. Yeesh. Hazmat, polytextiles, viral agents, transmitters. So viral agent. Eesh. Not a whole lot of viral agents. Polytextiles. Nope. I think I've already got those in there, yeah. No, polyamorids. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have to see what we can put together here. So quiet absolute. How many skill point do I have? So yeah, that's a good question. 135 million, it looks like. So yeah, I think we figured it out one day, and it's like, I think it's out of the 22 years, it's like 10 years that I've played. Though the other years, it actually did accumulate skill points. It just did it a much slower. In alpha state. Alright. So the integrity response drones is our biggest one. I'm trying to get my other stuff. So, Owl, good to see you. Sorry, buddy. Scimitar, good to see you. Yeah, so I'm working on your Orca. And I need some planetary instrument stuff in order to be able to get it done. So, there's the integrity response drones. And actually, it doesn't look like I need very many of those. I only need one ship maintenance base, so I only need 4 of them. So yeah, so that's 24 gel matrix paste, blah blah blah. Yeah, so yeah, we'll have to start trying to work this stuff. But I'm gonna send this stuff to Rage. So it's one of my alts that's actually building the, putting the stuff together. I left this other stuff out. I tell you, some days it doesn't pay to get out of bed. I didn't need chiral structures. Cost me another 10K. No weird, no problem. Unfortunately, he's on the same account, so. Alright. Integrity, response, drones. And I need 4 of those, right? Yeah, 4. We need 4 broadcast nodes. This is love that I'm feeling. I need 1 recursive computing mod. Almost a waste to tool up for that. The rest of these are just minerals and carbon. See what else the Orca needs. Yep. Let me check out the core temperature regulators, because I think nope. Yeah, they only need those others. Ah, that's why I needed chiral structures. Yep. But I'm short on carbon fiber. Gotta buy some more of that. I don't know how I'm short. I obviously miscalculated. I got precious metals, toxin, rich uranium. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think I have all those. I got everything I need. I just gotta put it together. That's the problem. So yeah, I'm gonna log Rage on. So integrity response, recursive, broadcast node. So that's what it looks like I need. Cool. And I really don't need that many.
Connecting.
So we'll bring Rage on and we'll see what he can put together. See what he can put together. All right. let's see what we got. There's my temperate. Right now, it's putting together. What's it putting together? You told me superconductors. Yeah. Which I don't really need anymore. What's it got built up? I needed those for something. All right, it's got biofuels and industrial fibers. Okay. Polytextiles. There it is. Yeah, so polytextiles is one we didn't have that we need. We can put those together. So let's switch that over. And so it's doing something. $2,900, $600. So yeah, we wanna. So let's do this. Submit. Let's do expedited transfer. We don't want to do all those. Well, yeah, let's do that. And then let's move 600 back. That way we'll just have 600. I'll get those started. Let's kill this and this. Figure those out later so we can make some more stuff. What's up, comrade? Good to see you, buddy. So this is the one we want to bring it to. So that guy, Venolin. All right, so item hanger. We're just going to throw everything in there. Viral agents, transmitter, test cultures. Can we fit it all in there? No, we cannot. Of course not. So that's part of the problem. So let's do this. All right. So we need... Where's my search box? There it is. We need integrity response rounds. Yeah, helps if you spell it right. INTEG. Let's try that. There we go. There's one. Broadcast node. All right. And okay. All right, cool. All right. So we need one recursive computing module. Do we have some? I know I had synthetic synapses, but well, looks like I didn't send those. All right, so we'll build those from scratch. Super tensile plastics test cultures. Makes 3, so I need 2 runs. So that's 20 each. 20 test cultures. Test cultures and 20 super tensile. All right, cool. Takes care of those. And I need 6 of those. So once again, 20. So 20 biocells. And 20 nanites. All right. And guidance systems I got, we just take the 6. All right. So that'll take care of those. All right. Broadcast nodes, I need 4. So that's going to be 24 data chips. Which comes out to 27's the closest, right? No, 3 times 8 is 24. So 80 super tensile. 80 super tensile. All right. And 80 microfiber shielding, which I don't have. So 40 silicon, 40 industrial fibers. I think somebody's building microfiber shielding. It's not what I wanted. Polyamerids. It's got oxides. That's good. No, he's not doing microfiber shielding. But he does have silicon. So we'll pick up the silicon. Silicon industrial fibers. Industrial fibers. I don't have industrial fibers either. Yeah, see, that makes microfiber shielding right there. All right, let's make the microfiber shielding here. What did I just set up? Polytextiles. Yeah, let's stop that. Why it does that? All right. So we'll let that complete. That's going to be 2 hours. And instead, we're going to make the microfiber shielding. which needs silicon. So we're going to pick up silicon and bring it here. All right. Microfiber shielding. We won't do the other routes till we get there, but silicon, industrial fibers we got. Okay. We don't have a whole lot of industrial fibers, but we should have enough. All right. All right. All right, so let's go back here. Ah, crap. Why did I close that? Damn it. So we've got that. So we're good there. We have everything on the ship for that. All right. Broadcast node was the one we were working on. This is the biggest problem with trying to do this stuff, is trying to keep track of everything. All right. So the data chips, we're working on the microfiber shielding, neocomms, we need silicate glass and biocells. So we need 20 more biocells. And we need silicate glass. More silicon and oxidizing compound. I have oxidizing compound somewhere too, so we'll get the silicon and we'll get the oxidizing compound. All right. High-tech polyamerids and transmitter. All right, we need 6, so that's 20 transmitters, 20 polyamerids. All right. And that should take care of those. No. No. Yes. No. We need 4, 8. So we need 80 biocells, which we don't have. We're going to have to make some more biocells. So we'll put the biofuels in there. Make the biocells, okay. Silicate glass, yes, we're going to need 80. High-tech transmitters, we're going to need, we need 4 of those. So that's 24 of these, which comes out to 8. So 80 transmitters, 80 polyamerids, okay. 60. I got so much in assets I don't keep up with it, but I know where. Yeah, I got it. That's the same way I am too. That's why I just sent everything to him, because it was like, it was easier that way, because otherwise I wouldn't know what to do. So okay, so that should cover those. And then the final one is the integrity response drone. Integrity. Can't spell integrity. Alright. So the gel matrix paste. Superconductors, biocells. So I need 4 of those. Once again, that's 24 of these, which means 8 of those. So I need 80 superconductors, 80 biocells. $80 superconductors, 80 biocells, and 80 oxides. Biocells I don't have, so we're going to have to build those. Planetary vehicles. 80 super tensile plastic I don't have. 80 miniature electronics. $80 mechanical parts. Alright. So the super tensile. What do I need? Biomass and oxygen. Oof. I think I have those. So, in order to make 80, ten, 6, that's 16 times 40. In my calculator. $16 times 40. So I need 640 oxygen, 640 bucks. All right. And that should make what I need for those, okay? Actually, I think I need more of that. So we should probably just make some extras of those. All right. So that takes care of that. That takes care of that. Hazmat detection. Transmitters. Once again, 80 transmitters. All right. 80 viral agents. Don't have. And 80 polytextile. So, viral agents, biomass, and bacteria. So we also need bacteria. All right. All right, so that should get me what I need. Biocells. I didn't look at the biocells. Precious metals and biofuels. All right, let's see. We got precious metals here somewhere. I got a bunch of biofuels, but I don't have the precious metals. All right. So that's what we got. Stack. Okay. Cover, cover, cover. We need to pick up these others. So let's go here. We need the silicon. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. We got biomass. So it doesn't look like we've got bacteria anywhere. There's oxidizing compounds. Come on. I bet your Falstaff's got some bacteria. So that's the one I'm missing is the bacteria. Precious metals. Toxic metals. There's no precious metals. Seriously? Alright, well that sucks. Precious metals and bacteria. Oxygen. It doesn't have oxygen either. What the fudge? Yeah, so he's kind of missing all these things. Alright, so let's go back to... Let's go back to Falstaff.
Connecting.
Oxygen, biomass, precious metals, and bacteria. Yeah, lots of oxygen. Biomass. Precious metals. No bacteria. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, let's switch over to Craig and see if he's got bacteria. No, he probably doesn't. Because he's the one that's got the wormhole stuff. Nope. Got bacteria in the wormhole. Alright, let's log out him. Nobody's got bacteria going.
Connecting.
Somebody's got bacteria going.
Skill training completed.
Yeah.
Calgary creds come cheap, but they're paid for in blood. Report illegal Calgary assets to federal authorities. Bring us the truth. We'll
Nope. No bacteria either. Well, that frickin' sucks.
Connecting.
So nobody's got any bacteria. Well, let's switch back to Falstaff. His is almost done. I don't think any of his planets have bacteria. Lava, plasma, storm, gas. Yeah, I don't think any of these do. Nope. Nope. Yeah, so it's probably going to have to be rage. Okay. Let's send him this stuff. All right, that's 3 of the 4. We'll bring rage back on.
Connecting.
Yeah, see, I'm putting too much in there. You probably don't need all that. Let's figure out exactly what we need. That's a lot harder. Let's say 20,000 biomass. Oof, we don't have 20,000 biomass. 2,000 biomass. That's what we're looking at. All right. 2,000 oxygen. 2,000 precious metals. All right. And then we're going to have to figure out this bacteria problem. So here on the temperate, I think I can do bacteria. Yep. We're doing power wide. Okay. no, we got basic. Yeah, we could switch these over. We could actually get rid of these. Oh yeah, we can get rid of these. How much, microorganisms, 7,000. That's only 2. Yeah. Let's do 3. So let's get rid of 1. Switch these other over to bacteria. All right, got that going. So as these produce, I'll throw it in there and we'll get the bacteria we need. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna build, we're gonna go pick up the silicon. And I think I have the industrial fibers, right? No, I do not. I have industrial fibers there, okay. So we'll pick those up. All right, so let's go pick up all this stuff. Actually, let's drop this off first. Oh, stop. No, that's right. We got it. Oh.
Warp
All
drive
right.
active.
Yeah, sorry for the monotony, guys. Appreciate you guys. Microfiber shielding and polytextiles. All right. Customs office access. We're going to put all this stuff in here. We got oxides, condensates. Ah, there's bacteria here. You doofus. That's what I get. All right, cool. These we can pull out. All right. So we're going to save the... Actually, no. If we transfer these in... Yeah, we need the silicon and the other, so we'll go pick those up. All right, so let's go pick up the others. So let's set destination. All right.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I'm like you, Scimitar. I got way too much stuff all over the place. Oh, ads are on.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Okay. Recursive computing, broadcast node. And integrity response. R-I-T-Y. I don't know why I can't spell integrity, but that's okay. Alright, so let's fly to this one first. Customs office, warp to 0.
Warp drive active.
What we got here? Miniature electronics, that's fine. But I want this silicon too. So the silicon, I think we need all the silicon. All right.
Warp drive active.
All right, what's he got? Proteins, genetically enhanced livestock. Not a big deal. This one's building all kinds of crap. Polyamerids and hermetic membranes. We'll pull those off. All right. And then everything else is in Venolin. Okay. We need the industrial fibers. I think the industrial fibers and the oxidizing compound. Actually, we're building the industrial fibers there. Oh. So the silicon and the industrial fibers is going to take care of that. Did you collect your free? Yes, I did. Sorry, I did that earlier.
Warp drive active.
Electrolytes, rocket fuel. Yeah, that's rocket fuel and silicate glass. Silicate glass we were building somewhere. Maybe here? Oxidizing compound and silicon. Yeah, that's why I need the oxidizing compound. Yeah, I think the silicon's going to be my problem. But I think I'm pulling more silicon there, so that might be okay. Alright, so let's hit all these. Pick up what they have.
Active.
We're building the industrial fibers there, so we're good. We need the oxidizing compound. The why for you. But yes, everybody, make sure you get your free skill points. Alright, customs office access. So enriched uranium. Camera drones are what I want. Oh, no. Enriched uranium. Yep, makes new nuclear reactors. So yeah, so. Alright.
Warp drive
The
active.
camera drones. Yeah, that was for one of my other projects. The self-harmonizing power cores are something I need for a constant one. Making rocket fuel. Silicate glass. Yeah, the silicate glass is one I don't get. So let's just take the camera drones. Leave the rocket fuel. And then let's...
Warp drive active.
I think I want to take all these. We're going to pick that all up. We're going to pick that all up. Let's see, the polyamerids. High-tech transmitters. Yeah, let's take them all. I may regret it, but... Oh, come on. All right.
Warp drive active.
Drop all this stuff on here. Baby, you're all that I want. All right. Why did I close it again? Oh, for Christ's sake. I mean, this is really getting on my nerves. I don't know why I keep accidentally closing it. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, 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 no. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. This is what we want. So those we're going to keep. These definitely got to go in there. I think we got what we need there. That. Yeah, I think we're good there. All right, so let's dock.
Warp drive
All
active.
right. We got the silicon. Right? What the heck is a silicon?
Docking permission requested.
There it is. All right, so the silicon needs to go in there.
Docking request accepted.
Pretty much all this stuff's got to go in there. You need a refill on coffee? Yeah, exactly. Burning me out. Burning me out. All right, well, the other problem is I keep closing my freaking thing. All right, recursive. All right. All right, so this one, we need to build the synaptic synapses and the transcranial microcontrollers. All right, and we need 6 of those. So let's start with those. This one I'm already working on, so yeah, I don't want to do the expedited yet because I want to get everything built so then I know what I can need to transfer. So, all right, so let's build. We're going to build an advanced, another advanced. Create a link. All right, and this one we're going to make synthetic synapses. Install. All right, so there's that. So the test cultures and the super tensile plastic. My Planet PI is done. Good job. And then we need another one. Advanced. To make the nano. Create link. Transcranial microcontrollers. Biocells and nanites. Cool, cool. All right, so that's those. And then we can do an advanced, a high tech. And this one is going to create the recursive computing module. All right, so we'll bring these in and we're going to build these. Piece of cake. Submit. All right, so that's the one round. This is a microfiber shielding. Yeah, that's creating the polytextiles. Okay. So, nope. Because it's all out there. It's all, I haven't moved it over. I can't access the custom. Maybe I can. Hold on. Must be in space. All right. So the only time I can move stuff out of there. Yeah, I don't think all this stuff will fit in the landing thing. So we need these. We need the nanites. I think we need the biocells, right? All right. We got those. Nanites, biocells, yep. Building that silicon, all right. And super tensile test cultures, all right. So, nanites, biocells, all right. Biocells. Oh, every time I exit out, it doesn't do it. All right. Silicon. Super tensile. Test cultures. Superconductors. I think that's for something else. Okay. All right. Let's open this up. So let's do an expedited Al, what's up? All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Sorry, it's been kind of mind-numbing today. All right, so let's move this over. Silicon and industrial fibers. So there's the silicon. Where is it? There's the silicon. Okay, so the silicon's got to go. Industrial fibers are already there. All right, this one, biocells and nanites. So we want 20 nanites and we only want 20 biocells. So it just builds what we want. We'll build the guidance systems. And then this one is test cultures and super tensile. So we'll do the test cultures and we're only going to do 20 of the super tensile. All right, execute. All right. Biocells. Yeah. Nanites. All right, submit. I'll get those guys going. Going to log off call today. All right, Scimitar, have a good one. Appreciate you, buddy. Silicon industrial fibers. So that's only 540. So we've got 520. Why 520? So let's do 520 silicon. Khaleesi, thanks for the raid. Thanks, Khaleesi. Appreciate the raid. I always have to try and make sure I spell your name right. So we want this down to 520. So let's do this as 520. No. 140. There we go. All right. Sorry, working on PI. So a little mind numbing. All right, submit. Super tensile and test cultures. All right. Test cultures. All right. Submit. And then this one, so the route here, we're going to route.
Captain, incoming message.
Semantics to here. Great. And we're going to route trans microcontrollers to here. And then we're going to route guidance systems to here. All right. That should take care of us. All right. Night Roads, appreciate the raid. Blue Gray, good to see ya. Sorry, I get too focused on the PI. Trying to figure out what you're doing to set mine up. Yeah, the PI is always, ugh, what a nightmare. So I've got multiple things to build. I'm working on the first one, which is this recursive computing module. I need a whole whopping 1. And so all this to build 1. Oh, somebody's calling me. Hold on. I got a delivery. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had a delivery, and I thought I had started the microphone to tell you I had a delivery, but it looks like I had not. So sorry about that. So yeah, so I've got these guys going. Microfiber shielding, something I need for one of the others. I'm also going to switch this one over. It's about to switch. So you did hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, I got a bunch of deliveries coming from Shopee. I ordered stuff all at once, but they never come all at once. Not like Amazon, where they try to put it all in one. Like literally, I think I've ordered 4 items, and it's like 4 separate deliveries. So, but it works out. So anyway, we've got this one going, which is the computing module. Did I close it again? I'll be super pissed if I closed it. It looks like I did. Totally uncool. I'm wondering if I should just put all this stuff in there, but so there's other things that I need to build. So since we've got power, we may as well set the stuff up and build them. So we're working on the recursive computing module. The other things I need, Lego, have a good one. Good to see you, buddy. So the broadcast node, I've only typed this in 15 times. So that one needs data chips, and I need 4 of those. So since I need 4 of those, that's going to be 80 super tensile and 80 micro shielding. Micro shielding is what I'm working on. And then this is the silicate glass, which I also have to build. and the biocells. So yeah, so let's build biocells. And silicate glass. Yeah, so that's the other silicon. Yeah, so I probably need to finish up the microfiber shielding. Yeah. I wonder. I might be able to work that out. I could start the silicate glass now. Except I don't have the oxidizing compound there anymore. Yeah, this is the complicated part. Okay, you go away. So the oxidizing compound we could put on there. We really don't need that much. Combined with the silicon would work. So you're only making what you need, not more to sell off? No, no, no. I only make what I need. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I get, yeah. And I usually make extra just so I have it for the next time because I usually build the same things over and over. But it's one of those where it never quite works out the way I want. So let's put the mechanical parts, the miniature electronics, the polyamerids, polytextiles. Since I have those in as very specific amounts, I'm sure that's what I need. Superconductors. The viral agents I need to build. Bacteria and biomass. So those are another one that I need to build. Along with the silicate glass. So, all right, so let's transfer those. Oh, I didn't put the oxidizing compound, did I? No. I don't really think I need that much. All right, so the oxidizing compound and the silicon. All right. So I got the broadcast node. All right. Any thoughts on what useful items may be for Barren, Gas, and Ice World? So Barren is one of the ones that you can actually do the high-tech stuff on. So that's kind of one where I always try and keep one of those around. But gas, I pull a lot of oxygen and a lot of the noble. There's two gases on the gas ones, and they're used for a whole bunch of stuff. Ice worlds, I don't know that I've ever had an ice world, to be honest. You can pull water off of them, but I usually pull water off of the other ones. I don't think I've ever had an ice world. So yeah, so that's a good question. But yeah, I need 4 broadcast nodes, so that means I need 24 data chips. And microfiber shielding's being worked on. So really, I only need 80 microfiber shielding. All right? Yes. So 8 times 40 is 320. All right? Where's my calculator? 8 times 40, 320. So 320 silicon and 320 industrial fibers. Okay. So yeah, so we could start using it for the other. Food for thought. Yep. There's a few useful. Yeah, there are some PI websites out there that are way better than me. So yeah, check those out because I think that'll probably help. All right. So I still got power here. Yeah, I still got a lot of power here. So I'm going to build a couple others. This one is now in this one. I'm going to be able to reprocess this one in a second. So I really only want to do 320 here. So now we could build some extra. We build another one to do the... Yeah, I don't think I can do another expedited transfer, can I? Cooldown time 5 minutes. Yep, so I can 48 seconds. Okay, not too bad. All right. So we could put the other silicon in there. So 320 is going to be 8 runs. And each one of these is an hour. So that's 8 hours. And if I do the same for the silicate glass, which is what I want to do, I'd really like to do this one. But let me go ahead and build another one. Let's make this one silicate glass. All right. And same deal. All right. So we got silicon, create route. And the other one we need is oxidizing compound. So let me move that over there. Oh, won't let me do an expedited transfer while that is. So yep, so we're good here. So we want the oxidizing compound, but I only need, what did it say, 3? So let's do 500. Just so we have some extra. All right. Move the biocells. Let's do 500. All right. To the mechanical parts, miniature, polyamerids, polytextiles, superconductors. Keep the super tensile plastic because there's something else using that right now. Let me see it. Any of these using? Yeah, they're super tensile. Biocells. Yeah, we don't want the biocells in there yet. Silicon. That's the industrial fibers. Test cultures. Yep. Okay, so that should work. All right. All right. So then here we're going to do the oxidizing compound here. Well, that's got that going. That's making my silicate glass. So that's good. Eisbearg, what's up, buddy? Weather here is rainy, rainy, rainy. So I also need, what were we looking at? Neocoms, biocell, silicate glass. That's what we're working on. So yeah, we need 80 biocells. So the biocells and the planetary, yeah, so that's the other one I'm going to have to build. So yeah, this is getting out of hand. Unfortunately, I've got the biocells already being used here for something else. This guy. So I don't want to waste any of those. There's no way to tell it just runs 6 times. It's kind of a pain, which would be really nice. I now have 55 inches from my English word for it. Chair in front of the TV. Electronics are crazy these days. There you go. So yeah, I need 80 biocells. I think I have 40, so I'm going to need 40 others. So we could set up the biocells, but that's going to throw more of them in there, which I don't want. Yeah, that's going to be like 6 hours, right? No, that's actually only 2. That's only got to do 2. So that's only 2 hours. So yeah, that might be done before we quit. So that'll be good. It's got... Yeah, so it's got 45 minutes. So that's like 3:30. Yeah, so it'll be a little after we quit. But we should be able to kill it. So maybe I'll just wait and then turn that over to biocells. This is building the bacteria, which turns out I already had. So the bacteria was used for what? All right, so here's our broadcast node, high-tech transmitter, and polyamaride. So we can start building those. We got those. So high-tech transmitters. So let's throw that in there. High-tech transmitters. Oh. There we go. Install. And we got the polyamerids. I don't see the transmitters. Did I not bring the transmitters over? All right, let's go back out here and see what we got. Nope. There's the transmitters. Unfortunately, we can't transmit those over for another, I think, 20 minutes. So, PI, they say, is profitable. I do not do it because I just play just occasionally. Yeah, I don't do it for profit. I do it strictly for my own building needs. So, wow, I drifted 224 kilometers away from this station. Totally uncool. All right. Expedited transfer to here. 18 minutes. And then I can move those transmitters. All right. Yeah, so this is the problem. You always get into these situations where you had a nickel. All right. So yeah, I got all those going. So, but I think I still have more power. More power. Oh yeah, I got plenty of power. So like the virus, Cyrus the virus. So high-tech transmitter, neocom, silica glass biofuel, okay, and then we got that microfiber shielding. So that's going to get us these, no problem. So then the other one we need is integrity response drone. All right, so there's your gel matrix, superconductors, biocells, oxides, okay. Planetary vehicles, okay. Which I'm going to need more super tensile plastics. And hazmat. There's your viral agent. Alright, so I need more viral agents. Need 80 viral agents. I only have 40. No. So, bacteria and biomass. Alright. So let's build one for that. Red nails on your fingertips. Schoolboy's dream. Act so shy. Virus. Vaccines. S. Viral agent. That's what I want. Alright, bacteria and biomass, which I don't think I have here. Nope. So yeah, I got to bring those in too. Alright. So yeah, we'll get all those taken care of. So yeah, that's like 18 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and dock.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Unload this guy. So I don't get blown up out here with all my PI on it. So this one I need to move. This one's going to be done here in 45 minutes. We'll switch that to something else, which we'll have to think about. So yeah, so we go back here. So we need the virus. We got that one set up. We got the polytextiles, we got the transmitters, we got the making the viral agents, so that'll take care of that one. I'm gonna sneeze. And then we need... There it is. Sorry about that. Woof, I felt that one coming. Alright, planetary vehicles. We need the super tensile, so that's another biomass and oxygen. Okay. So that's another one we could do. We'll switch that other one over to biomass and oxygen and build the super tensile. Because this one is building the kinetic synapses. That only needs to run for 2 hours. So actually, after the next one starts here in like 40 minutes, we'll let it deliver the next set and then we'll kill the delivery. And we'll do the same for this one. Because then I can build the biocells and I can build the super tensile plastics. Alright. So yeah, just toe in the line for a little bit. I think I'm just going to move all this stuff over. Well, see how I move it over, then it's going to be picked up. And I don't want that. So technically, it looks like we got enough for the planetary vehicles. So what else do we need them for? We need them for the data chips. That's why. We need them for the data chips. And we need them for, yep, for the other one. For the integrity response drones, planetary vehicles. Yep, so we need another 80. We got enough for one. We don't have enough for the other. And so, yeah, so actually, I think we got that here. Yep. So if we do, so we need 320 biomass and 320 oxygen. Ah. And of course I can't do anything with the thing anymore. I gotta be undocked. Approach. Yeah, so this and this. And this. And this. And that. Yeah, I think I need some of the others, but we'll go ahead and transfer those. Mechanical parts we got in there. Miniature electronics, I think we've already got in there. Yep. All right. Oxides. So I only need 80 oxides. Alright. Polytextiles, transmitters, I got those. Got those. Got those. Alright, I think we're good. Don't close. Alright.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
You can interact with the planet if you view outside this the station console. I can interact with the planet, but I can't interact with the customs office. And that's what I'm doing there. So, yeah, it's the same as being in space. So, outside, if you view outside on the station console, I don't know what that is. How do you do that? Because that would be a lot more helpful than having to go back and forth on this damn thing. Ooh. Transmitters. See you anymore. Eight minutes. 8 minutes. Ooh. I take the bad times. So I need transmitters. I need biomass and bacteria. Let's say 600 and 600. The color of your hair. Ooh. Yeah, that's biomass and bacteria. Yeah. Conversation. Yeah, so how do you do that, Lego? I don't know how to do that one. The way you are. Oh, I guess you can only view outside on player-owned station. There you go. But I guess I could dock at a player-owned station. That would work. keep me from being out in the open. All right. That's forever. Promise from the heart. Yeah, so we'll do 600 each of these. $600. $600. And transmitters. 80 transmitters. That'll take care of these guys. And then this one I'm going to switch. What did we say we were going to switch that to? That's like 45 minutes, so no problem. I think we're going to switch that one to the synthetic. Yeah, so once this one's done, we'll get the other one. We'll kill these input routes for these guys. Ooh, that I can talk to. Yeah, it's a button right above the undock button. All right. Oh. Okay, so there's one right there. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I didn't realize there was one of those there. That's pretty cool. What do I need for the synthetic? Planetary vehicles. Biomass and oxygen. Yeah, so we want to do those two. So we could do 1,200 biomass. Yeah, let's do that. Another 600. And 600 oxygen. All right, cool. Yeah. Catholic girls start much too late. Oh, but sooner or later that comes down to fate. I might as well will be the one. All right, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, this PI stuff is always kind of crazy. I appreciate you guys being here with me while I go through it, because that's never a dull moment. 2 minutes. Oh. Sinners are much more fun. Only the good die young. Only the good die young. Only the good die young. bum. Yeah, so we managed to kill the whole stream with PI. That's crazy. Sorry, but I'm going to call it. It's late. Didn't have any caffeine. Trying to reset. Bit of a headache. Sorry to hear that, Lego. I hope the headache goes away. Headaches are never fun. Headaches are never fun. Only the good die young. Tell you, baby. Only the good die young. Only the good die young. Just need some sleep. Yep, I hear ya. Well, thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. Feel better soon. Yep. Feel better soon. Ooh. Woohoo. All right. $53 seconds. Hydrate, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I've had. That's why I'm running to the bathroom, is I've already had 2 big cups of coffee. It's like killing me. So, yeah. Do, 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 do. Barry Manilow. Can't smile without you guys. And I can't sing, finding it hard to do anything. All right. So there we go. Execute. Let me open that baby back up. So I need transmitters here, so let's do that. Transmitter create, go. Submit. And I need biomass and bacteria here. Bacteria. Why there's, oh, because I'm building bacteria here. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's going to throw that off. Oh, well. All right. Now this guy's got another 30 minutes. And then we'll kill him. This one's got another 20 minutes. Yeah, so 20 minutes we'll shut these routes down and throw these on there. And after another hour I'll be able to build something else with those. These ones are going to run for six or 8 hours, so I really don't need the bacteria. I could kill this guy. Yeah, because I got the bacteria. Yeah, it don't hurt. Got those, working on those. You're glad. Ads are on, sorry. You only knew what I'm going through. I just can't smile without you. Alright, so one of my items still has not shipped. That's crazy. I don't know why. It says pickup attempt was unsuccessful. Sender request rescheduled pickup. Ah. I love it. One of our nephew's birthdays today. I am music and I write the songs. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, because it's not done one yet. Yeah, it's going to finish this one in 20 minutes, 15, almost 50, little over 15 minutes. And then it'll deliver 3 of them. So yeah, so then these guys will start to fill up. I only need 1 of these. So yeah, literally after it delivers those, it's, and I'm not building any more of those, so that won't be a problem. But then I can rejigger that one to build the next one, which is the broadcast node or the integrity response drones. I need the same number of each of those. So through your eyes, I'm young again, even though I'm very old. So yeah, 20 minutes, actually about 15 minutes. So yeah, so let's see what we can do with him for 15 minutes. Let's go and let's mine. Actually, we're bored. May as well get his dailies. We don't need the points or anything else, but why not? Ain't no sense turning him down. He's already got the 3 jumps. It's for me, it's for you, it's for you, it's for me. It's a worldwide symphony.
Warp drive.
Since we got to wait on him anyway. You guys love mining, so I like that this overview that Blossom gave me actually shows the disrupted gates. I write the songs that... Oh, there is no minerals here. Somebody mined the belt out. That's awesome. That's awesome. 8-1. Somebody mined the belt out. Drachenhort, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Factorio in space. You're not kidding. Yeah, that's what it feels like, honestly. Factorio, it's weird. That's one of the things it's one game I never got into. Yep, somebody mined the belt out. Hate when that happens. Hate when that happens. Alright, well, can't target him until they get closer. Alright, what do we want? Vicious Pyro works for me. Yeah, the drones are fighting him even though I can't target him. That's good drones. Good drones. Not the whole system, just the one belt. I have a shortcut or a bookmark, and I always jump out to that one. Yeah, I sent it to you. Ooh. They are shooting my shields. Well, that's totally uncool. Come on, kill him. Why are you not? Oh, quit it. There we go. Now fight. My goodness gracious. I'm so used to being in a mining barge that Forget how quickly the shields in these things disappear.
The capacitor is empty.
Yeah, the capacitor's always empty. Well, that's weird. That's all right.
The capacitor is empty.
Yeah, what else is new?
The capacitor is empty.
Come on. Taking some heavy hits. What are you flying? Yeah, it's a venture. It's a baby ship. Why didn't it open cargo? Yeah, and these are low level. They're not very high level rats. They were kind of weird. But yeah, now I got to repair it, which always sucks. I made a venture with, I think, 35 regen once. Think I fit 2 medium somehow. There you go. Yeah, the CPU on this thing is always a problem. This small booster works really good, but it kills the cap. It's got about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 cycles before it's good. Usually is enough to get rid of the rats, but what happened here is I was targeting one, almost had it dead, and then somehow accidentally targeted the other one, which caused him to jump over there. So yeah, so they were beating on me when they really didn't need to be. So then I switched him back to the one that was almost dead and finally got it where I made the difference. So, all right, cool. All right, so I got what I needed. Let's go ahead and dock.
Warp drive active.
Got those. Unfortunately, I probably didn't kill 15 minutes, but I'll repair this guy because otherwise I'll jump out here with him next time and then I'll be in trouble. This is Journey. No, Van Halen. Sorry. Jump. No, Dreams. Sorry, Dreams by Van Halen.
Request accepted.
One of my favorites. I listened to a lot of this when I was a kid. A lot of that one. All right, let's repair. Big whopping 1800 ISK. All right, let's go back into PI. See what we got. All right. Well, we got less than 10 minutes. I use endurances everywhere. Yeah, these guys have lower skill, so I love the synth intro, but can never place it. Yep. Yeah, no, it's called Dreams by Van Halen. Sorry. They have another one called Jump that's kind of the same way. Sammy Hagar era. Yep. Yeah, Eddie Van Halen got a little too big for his britches, so. But yeah, Sammy was more down to earth. All right, so we're making the microfiber shielding. Good job. Yeah, they're building bacteria, which is going to throw some of that off, but that's okay. Yeah, polytextiles, when that's done, I'm going to rejigger it for something else that'll put it on the synthetic or the biocells. I need to make biocells as well, so yeah. Eddie Van Halen. David Lee Roth and Eddie Van Halen. But yeah, once these start, I'll disrupt the input routes, and so that way they won't take anything extra than I can do them. But yeah, they were an amazing band. Amazing band. I listened to a lot of Van Halen. A lot of Van Halen, a lot of Foreigner, a lot of REO Speedwagon growing up. Those were my favorites. And from them, I got into Styx and several other bands. Heart. But Bon Jovi was the other one I listened to a lot of. Bon Jovi I actually saw in concert twice. His son Wolfgang has some great songs as well, a bit more on the heavy side. I don't think I've ever heard him. But yeah, the Bon Jovi I actually saw in concert twice. They are not a concert band. They sound really bad in concert. Both times I saw them, they sounded like crap. In fact, that was why I went the second time, was because they sounded so bad the first time. I went the second time just to see, was it just a bad night or no, not a concert band. They still do concerts and people still go, but pretty much everybody's high at the concert, so I don't think they notice that they're really singing so bad. But yeah, they were what we always called a studio band, because the studio made them sound fantastic. So on the recordings, they were always really good, but when you heard them live, it was like, ugh, the hell's that? So yeah, but Van Halen was really good. I think I saw Van Halen in concert once. I don't know. Those years were those years I don't have all my memories from. And in fact, all those concerts, you gotta, even if I've never smoked marijuana myself, but in those ones you always got a contact high just by being there, because everybody was smoking, whether you wanted one or not. But yeah, Huey Lewis was another one where moved over from REO. I think I started with Huey after Back to the Future. I think he settled on the band name Mammoth at last. Can't recommend, yeah. Yeah, some of them went kind of on the darker side, like Ozzy Osbourne. I enjoyed some of his earlier stuff, but then he got really dark. And yeah, it was kind of started biting off bat heads and stuff, and it was like, ugh. But you know, to each his own. To each his own. Everybody's entitled. It's all about entertainment, so they had to come up with something unique to keep entertaining people. So, which is you got to be hard once you get to a certain point. But yeah. Just say so. Order has been delivered. Yes, it has. That's the other thing that's kind of unique here in the Philippines. So in Amazon, as soon as my order is delivered, I get an email like less than 2 minutes later. Here in the Philippines, they got to get all the way back to the distribution hub, I guess, and notify them that it's delivered, show the signature, show the picture, you know, before they actually mark it as delivered. So that's been kind of an interesting one. I'm going to go out here and confirm that it has been delivered. Order received. Actually didn't open it, so I probably should open it first, but I'll wait to rate it until after I open it. I don't usually rate too many of them. Alright, 55. Actually, I think this one's further. 58, yep. Alright, cool. But yeah, Mammoth, I don't think I've ever heard of them. I don't think I've ever heard of them. Yeah, the biggest problem with this PI is when you're trying to make specific numbers like I'm doing here. The items will continue to load and you can't get them back. And so it wastes resources. And so you gotta, that's what I'm gonna do with this one. I need this one to run twice. So once the first one completes, I'm gonna get rid of the input route after it loads the second one. Or it's actually already loaded the second one. Because I need to build more biocells. And I need to build more synthetic super tensile plastics. But if I build them, they'll get loaded on here and I could get wasted. So, which is always a pain. Islands in the Stream. Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers. Both of which has, I think both of them have passed now, right? Kenny passed first, but I think Dolly passed recently. Yeah, I think Dolly just passed not too long ago. Maybe not. Maybe she's still around. All right, there we go. So it just did it. Let me get rid of these inputs. All right, and I can build some more. I'll reuse that one when it's done. We'll do the same thing with this one when it's done here in another 2 minutes. Submit. Yeah, this one's going to be done then in another 9 minutes, and I will rejigger it for the synthetic. Yeah, so I put the 3 on there. Means I got it set up right. Yeah, I'm going to check and see if Dolly... I think she died earlier this year. Nope, she's still alive. She didn't die earlier this year. God bless her. Yeah, so Kenny think died earlier this year then. Yeah. Oh, 2020. Yeah, that wasn't earlier this year. That was 5 years ago. Man, she's outlived him by 5 years. Of course, that's Google. I didn't ask ChatGPT. I should have asked ChatGPT. Flirting with death if you don't ask ChatGPT. No. In the defense, we watched Catfish the other night. And the guy, they asked the guy, why did you come to us? Why did you think you were being scammed? He talked to this woman for 4 years. And she would never have a video call with him. She would just talk on the phone with him. And which was kind of delete. Which was kind of kind of sketchy. All right, so we got rid of those. Okay, so now this one is gonna be another 6 minutes, and we'll switch that over to the synthetic super tensile plastic. But yeah, she would never have a video call with him, and he sent her like over $40,000 over the course of 4 years. Bought her washing machine, a whole bunch of other stuff. It was crazy. But it was weird. They asked him, they said, how come you thought you were being scammed? You know, you went 4 years. And he said, well, I asked ChatGPT and it said I was in a romance scam. Now the woman was it turns out the woman was real. She was in New York. She was using him. But she wasn't really, I guess using and scamming are kind of the same thing. But she was using him for cash flow. And she probably had several others she was using for the same. But yeah, it was one of those where it was kind of controversial. But yeah, he got upset because it made him look bad. And so he didn't want the video to be published after he had agreed and all this other stuff. So they were like, yeah, no, that ain't happening. All right, so microfiber shielding, we're building that. Good. Bacteria, we're building the viral agents. Good. We're building the silicate glass. Good. And the high-tech transmitter. Good. Good. We are in like Flynn, baby. In like Flynn. So yeah, so after an hour, after 2 hours, this will be done. And then I can switch it to something else. So the other one that we got is the integrity response drones or the broadcast node. So the data chips I need to build. High-tech transmitters I'm working on. Data chips, I need the super tensile plastics, which actually, and the microfiber shielding. Yeah, how much microfiber shielding do we have? We don't have very much. 5. Yeah. We're going to need to build that up some. So yeah, so that one's going to be a little bit. Silica glass, same thing. We're building that now. And these ones are already being built. So that was good. So if we look at the integrity response, the gel matrix paste, I think we have everything we need for it. So we can make that. Planetary vehicles, we need the super tensile plastic, but actually I think we have enough. So we can make those. And the hazmat, we need the viral agents. That's where we're missing. Yeah, we need that viral agents, but they're being worked on now. So this one would probably be done quicker. Want you to know you're the love of my life. You're my lady. Kenny Rogers. You guys say Barry White. He's the one. They say when Barry White sings, women just throw their clothes off. I think Kenny's right up there too. Search is over. Survivor. Survivor's another one I kind of gravitated to from REO. Doubting what you feel. Oh, that's microorganisms. I don't want that one. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. The friend I had in you. Yeah, so I think this one's going to be the viral agents is going to be the only thing we're waiting on there. So yeah, so we'll switch this one to the gel, and this one to the planetary vehicles, and we'll be in like Flynn. Yeah, so now that we did those, we can move these over. The biocells and those miniature electronics. Yeah, we don't have the miniature electronics. Actually, where are the miniature electronics? I don't see the miniature electronics anywhere. Did we forget to take something off the ship? We forgot to take something off the ship. Totally uncool. Vrycolacas. We are doing PI here in EVE Online, so kind of mind numbing. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, that one's done. I'm going to set up super tensile plastics. And biomass and oxygen. Biomass. And oxygen. And submit. All right, bingo bongo. So yeah, so these I'll switch over after another hour, but same here, mining 2 conveyor loads, and I forgot to reset my home high sec. There you go. You're still waking up, and you've been awake too long. There you go. Yeah, it looks like I forgot to take the miniature electronics off the ship. So I need 80 for that. And that's it. All I need is 80. That's probably what happened is I picked up a bunch. I think I picked up a bunch, and so I just forgot them. So let's go ahead and take care of that so that that's there, and we don't need to worry about it. So let's switch back to our runner. And stack, stack, stack. And super tensile. That's cool. We're building some extra ones. Miniature electronics. There you go. So it looks like I only need 80, right? All right. And then what we'll do is we'll send all this crap back to Falstaff. Actually, these ones I think I used to build something, so we may hold on to those. But yeah, let's undock. Yep, doing PI stuff. So, planetary industry, for those of you who don't know. It's another way to extract resources. You extract them from the planets and build other things. They're used in the advanced building of several of the battleships as well as capital ships, things of that nature. So yeah, I don't think I need all this stuff. We could probably put all this stuff back in our ship. Thought I needed robotics for something. Yeah, I was pretty sure I needed robotics for something. Let me check that out, because that seems like that's not right. All right. So broadcast node, data chips, Neocom, high-tech transmitter. I don't need it for that. And I need 4 of those. Gel matrix, planetary, hazmat. Nope, no robotics. I don't know why I put the robotics in there then, but that's all right. Hindsight's always 20/20.
Warp drive active.
All right. Yeah, we got another 45 minutes, which actually will put us right around the end of the stream. So that should work out pretty good. So yeah, and then I'll switch these guys over
Permission requested. Docking request
to something
accepted.
else. Bum, ba, ba. All right, let's switch over to Kragan. I don't think I did his dailies, so let's see about getting his dailies done. Since we got time to kill, he can jump and he can mine. Actually, if he mines, that'll be super quick. So yeah, let's go mine. All right. We're just going to choose a station at random or a asteroid belt at random.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. We'll be here in another, about 45 minutes, half hour, probably about a half hour. We'll look to see who we're going to raid. We'll raid another Eve streamer. I don't know who's even out there. Let me see who's out there. Since we got time, it's killing time. And Narcos is on Eve, but he's on silent. Chaos is playing Ashes of Creation. So, I'm not sure who else. Let's get rid of this rat. Where he causes us any problems. So Crash Naps is on. I have not raided Crash Naps in a long time. So if he's still on when we get ready, I think I'm probably going to raid him. It's been a while. Since the Narcos is silent. Good music. I'll check him out. Alright, let's see what we got. What do I want? So somebody said yesterday that scordite is the best mineral to mine, most profitable. So let's go for the scordite. Well, that's really weird. So I'm getting closer to one, but further away from the others. So that's not good. So let's switch it up. Alright, cool. How close are we to our... No, we're getting further away. Probably return. Get my drone back. right. Sorry about the coughing. But yeah, I'll check it out. Kimball Collins. Good music's hard to come by. We're actually getting closer to the cargo container too. Cool. Oh, no, we're getting further away. Oh well, we'll pick it up on the way out. How do I get you alone? Oh. Ah. Yeah, I think these are 15, aren't they? Yeah. Well, I got too close, but that's okay. I think I need 2 cycles, so in order to get enough to mine, so bum, bum, bum. You don't carry an MTU? I don't carry an MTU. And actually, I'm not sure. The retriever might be able to carry. No, the MTU is 500, so the retriever can't carry it. But yeah, so. And the Hulk, I'm not sure. I'd have to check the Hulk to see if it could carry it or not. Kimball said they are closing up. Closing up permanently? Yeah, the MTU is 100. Oh, I thought MTU was 500. I thought it was 500. Okay, well then I guess I could. I could have swore it was 500. Not that I don't believe you. I'm not sure how I screwed it up. Mobile. Good God. Tractor unit. Volume 100. Should never doubt Jerry can. Whoop. Should never doubt Jerry can. Don't let it happen. I carry an MTU depot and 10 crystals. There you go. Okay. I actually, it's funny you mentioned that, because I do, one of the other things I need PI for is I've got a blueprint for an MTU, and I need to build some more, and I keep forgetting to build the PI that I need for it. And so yeah, I need to check and see what they are. Actually, I could have just did that right there, huh? MTU mobile tractor unit. All right. And industry. And here. And it says it needs tractor beam, organic mortar, wet mainframe, and Yukitomi. So I have the Yukitomis. I have quite a few of those. I have a couple organic mortar. But yeah, I need to build some more of those. So yeah, so we'll check that out. All right. You need copies in UV, let me. Yeah, no, I have one. I have it in Venolin, but yes, I have I just don't have the PI to build it. And that was one I was working on to build. So yeah, once I get these ones done for the Orca, I'll go back to that, because I want to build a bunch of them so I have them. And it'd also be nice to build them to sell, because I think they're pretty profitable. And then what we'll do is we'll get our 3 jumps. Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin. Yeah, because Eufine is a perfect system to get the 3 jumps.
Active.
As you can jump to Billy, and then you can jump to Laren bumps, and then you can jump back to Eufine. Perfect trifecta. Alright. Yeah, I could probably put all that on there. But yeah, thanks, Jerry Can. Appreciate it. I may take you up on that. I didn't buy, I don't know why I didn't buy the MTU original. Maybe it was too expensive.
Warp drive active.
Genesis. That's another one that I jumped to from REO Speedwagon. I think I'm gonna have to have a link taken out of my watch. Really floundering around on my wrist. Funny, it fit perfect when I bought it. Now it's too loose. Maybe my wife's right. Maybe I am losing weight. Now, the one place I don't need to lose it is my arms. My arms are pretty small to begin with. But you don't really get to choose where you lose it from, right? Slowly tears you apart. I'll grab some BPCs and bring them to Eufine. All right, thanks, Jerry Camp. Appreciate it. Yeah, those are always good ones to have. Good ones to have. Yeah, so the Yukotomi superconductors, I just picked up a bunch of those. And yes, I can build more of those. I have those components. The wetware mainframe. Oof. Biotech research reports. I have construction blocks, livestock, and nanites. Supercomputers. I think I have some of those. But I have the water-cooled CPU, the coolant, and the consumer electronics. I don't think I have the fertilizer or the cryoprotectant solution. Wow. Yeah. So that'll be another PI project. I'll try not to do that on stream, because that's kind of mind-numbing. But yeah, so that gives us Reagan's daily. Hey, what's up, XD? Good to see you, buddy. Love my lurkers. Love my lurkers. I do need to put a lurk command in there. Sorry, I keep forgetting that one. XD, appreciate you. Let me give you a shout out. If you guys aren't following XD, please give him a follow. Great streamer. He actually raids me more than I raid him. But yeah, give him a follow. And actually, if you want, XD, it looks like you just went live, so I will raid you when we're done. I will raid you when we're done. We're actually just getting ready to finish up. So that worked out perfect. Worked out perfect. Alright, so let's switch back over to Rage. Oh yeah, that works. Yep, you can do it too, Blue Gray. Thanks, buddy. If you want the Mod job, it's yours. I'm actually looking to change. I'm going to probably change my alerts over to another that will allow the slash commands, because Stream Elements is who I use and they don't allow the slash commands to be included. So I want to try and set it up so it's automatic. So if anyone from a list of streamers that comes in and says anything, it'll automatically give them a shout out, which will be nice. But yeah, Omega told me he saw me with a sword here. There you go. With a sword here. Yeah. I don't know if I am a mod or not, but it works. So yeah, I don't think you are. But like I said, I can make you a mod. I think anybody can do it, to be honest. I think I have it set up as a regular one, so. Yeah, I just granted you mod privileges, so you must not have been before, but yeah. And actually, there's really no reason for you guys to sit here and watch the paint dry. So if we want, we can go ahead and raid XD now. That way, at least you guys will get some action. So at least you'll get some action. Get some action. We'll wait till he gets started. That way you don't have to sit on the starting soon. I don't want you guys to get distracted and wander off while he's starting. Actually, since we got some minutes, let's switch back over here and I'll log out. I'll log out Kragan and log in what's his face. Jacob. That's my problem with having more tunes. I couldn't come up with any more names. I had trouble with Jacob. Alright, so he's in his Naries. So let's switch to the Venture. We'll do some mining. Unfortunately, I don't think he has a shield booster on his, so. So let's jump. Let's jump to Nay.
Warp drive active.
And then I think there's a triangle here that I can do as well. Jason is Nay. Nope. Yeah, it goes back to Bolier. Yep. So yeah. I came up with Yvonne Lyon. Wow, I like it. I like it. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I try to make them at least original, if nothing else. At least make them original, so. That's how you can tell we're not gankers. Gankers are all numbered like, 1 through 75. Though, I don't know, Sargon of Aramarish, who was messing with us last night, he's kind of got an original name, so. Alright, get my 3 jumps. And then we'll mine for a minute. Till XD gets started. And then I'll turn you guys over to him. He has a great name. Yeah. That is a good name. That is a good name. It sounds like a pirate name. Yeah, it sounds like a pirate name. Sounds like a pirate name. Alright, we're going to pick a asteroid belt at random.
Warp drive.
Hey, Nico. Good to see you, buddy. I'm actually just getting ready to raid out to XD, so he just hasn't started yet, so I'm trying to give him a chance to get started, so I don't turn you guys over while it's still on the starting screen. I want you guys to wander off. Watching me is boring enough already. So, alright. In some old-fashioned way, silent fear's a good thing. To always be alone. I'm just killing NPCs and no. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm just getting the last of my dailies, so actually I actually have another tune, but I'm not gonna bother with him. They all got their max bonus, so wait till September to get it again. Only a couple more days till September. Can't believe it. Calendar's flying by. Be Christmas before we know it. Actually, it's kind of a funny thing. Here in the Philippines, any month that ends in Burr, they celebrate Christmas. So we're planning to put up our Christmas tree next month in September. So B-Day's in 2 days. Well, happy early birthday. Hopefully I'll see you for your birthday. So yeah, happy early birthday. But yeah, so we're gonna probably put up our Christmas tree in September, which is kind of nice.
Thank you.
That way you have it up for a while. So thanks for the follow, Nico. But yeah, so yeah, that'll be nice. My wife's been looking forward to that for a very long time. All right, there's my dailies. All right, I don't remember which station I'm docked at, so let's just find it here on my
Warp
assets.
drive active.
Go ahead and collect my dailies and we'll call it a day. Call it a day. Meow. Yeah, she's been looking forward to it. Yeah, in America, we always put the Christmas tree up in December. Took it down in
Docking permission
early
requested.
January.
Docking request
And
accepted.
so, yeah, it was always like kind of a waste to buy a Christmas tree. Only keep it up that long, so. But all part of the season, so. Alright. Let me switch back over to Rage. Rage against the Dying of the Night. Nico, if you like to mine a hangout, consider dropping it. Yep, Monday nights, Tuesday morning, we have our mining fleet. So, yep, you're always welcome. Always welcome. Love to have you around. I know if you're in Null, it may be a little hard to get there, but you can always set up a jump clone once you get there the first time. And then that makes it easy. That's what I do. I jump there and go that route. All right, so XD hasn't started yet. XD hasn't started yet. We'll give him a few more minutes. Give him a few more minutes. Yeah, so I got another 20 minutes on the 23 minutes on this one. 25 minutes on this one. Yeah. My high sec jump is in May. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so that's real close. Yeah, so then yeah, you'll be perfect. You'll be perfect. Yep, you'll be perfect. Yeah, we do that every Monday night, American time, Tuesday morning if you're on Philippine time like me. So I'm about 12 hours ahead of you guys, 12, 13, 14 hours ahead of you guys. Core to be exact. There you go. Yep, yep, yep. That works out good. Yeah, so that'll work. Yeah, you're always welcome. Everybody's always welcome, but you especially are always welcome. So. Bum, 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 bum. And we'll give XD a chance to get started. $13 ahead of you. Yep. Yeah, so you're central then. Yeah, at least until Halloween. And then Halloween, daylight savings times happens, and then it goes to 14. When you have scattered assets everywhere and are surprised by a variety of 110 random fireworks at a station you visit by coincidence. Nice surprise. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's always a good one. That's always a good one. There is a lot of people in XD's chat. PvP quad boxing, robbing skyhooks, and ESS and nullsec. Excellent. So yeah, it looks like he's going to be doing some nice stuff. So ads are getting ready to start. Sorry about that, but yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait till after the ads, and then we'll see if he's live yet. Sadly, I'm only good at T1 PI. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's about all I'm good at too, but I'm doing T4 here. So I need it for, I'm building Orca for one of my viewers. I'm going to sell it to him for half price. And so, which I'm pretty sure is still going to be a profit for me. So, but yeah, so, but I'm having to build the PI for it. So, all right, XD's there. Yeah, XD's just went live. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Beat you a mackerel? Yeah, mackerel's really nice. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Yeah, one of my favorites. Yeah, so what are we looking at here? Gel matrix biopaste. We could do that one. Planetary vehicles. We could do that one. We got to get the microelectronics. Ba, 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 ba. Cool. Yeah, Mackerel's a really nice one. I don't have a BP for that one yet, but that's one I'd like to pick up. But yeah, once the ads are done here, I will turn you guys over to XD. Appreciate you guys. That way it should keep you from getting any ads over there. So you got mine out of Jita. There you go. Yeah, that's always a kind of a nightmare. That one's always kind of a nightmare. That one's always kind of a nightmare. Just never sure how it's going to ever work out. So, but appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. And I will be back tomorrow with more EVE Online. So feel free to join me. 9:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:30 a.m. Filipino Time. And I'm going to go ahead and raid XD. I never get to raid XD. He always raids me. So this is kind of a nice one. So have you noticed the increased ganker presence in Caliente space? I haven't, but it may be something that maybe they're following me. So, you know, you never know. They did. They had a lot of fun with us last night, so you know that was kind of nice. But yeah, you never know. So, but anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Jerry Can. Thanks, Blue Gray. Thanks, Neko. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks again.